Hey, so Glinda's not the villain, it's the wizard. The wizard. We're clear on that, right? Or no? It's the wizard. Literally, and who set that system up? The wizard. Talking about who's wicked, it's the wizard. It's Morrible. It's the actual villains. It's a little concerning how quickly we seem to have lost that. I don't think the point of the story was to take these two girls, one who has been cemented in legend as the Wicked Witch, the other branded Glinda the Good, and say, no, actually, Elphaba was sweet baby angel and Glinda is the wicked one. I wouldn't even go as far as to call Glinda wicked. Complicated, yes. Deeply flawed, yes. Wicked, no. Even when she sings, goodness knows the wicked's lives are lonely, goodness knows the wicked die alone, I don't think that's even necessarily calling her wicked. I don't think it's a simple juxtaposition. I think the idea of wickedness haunts her, and I think she personally is contemplating, am I actually a piece of shit? Because I am presently lonely and might die alone, I don't know. I think it's more about affirming to the audience that Elphaba is not wicked, because she's not lonely, she's not dying alone. But as far as Glinda knows, her best friend was unfairly branded as wicked, and to Glinda's knowledge, Elphaba did die alone. And that's not fucking fair. And it's not fair because who was actually doing wicked shit in Oz? Who was rounding up and persecuting the animals? The wizard and Morrible, who when her boyfriend tried to break up with her, attempted manslaughter, which Elphaba had to fix and then get blamed for not doing it perfectly. And after this attempted manslaughter, went and enacted motherfucking segregation for munchkins. Nessa did some wicked shit. There are so many examples of wickedness flying around here. Most of it has nothing to do with Glinda. I think Glinda and Elphaba are struggling more with the concept of goodness more than wickedness. Because again, Elphaba is not perfect either. In both Act 1 and Act 2, Glinda and Elphaba have mirroring songs, which tells us what their values are. Elphaba's is The Wizard and I. Glinda's is Popular. In Act 2, it's Thank Goodness with Glinda and No Good Deed with Elphaba, because both of these girls are not fulfilled with what they set out to do. Glinda used her influence to get to where she is, but it's all ringing a little hollow now. And Elphaba set out to be all rah, rah, rah. She literally has a line in No Good Deed that says, one question haunts and hurts, too much to mention. Was I really seeking good or just seeking attention? Was this performative? Was this really about helping people or was it about validating myself? And because she was impulsive and did fly off the handle, there's probably a lot of goodness that she could have done if she was just a little more strategic like Glinda. And Glinda could have actually been good this entire time if she had a little more balls like Elphaba. Both of them were selfish. That's the uncomfortable truth. And Oz could have been better off if they had worked in tandem. And in the end, they do end up working in tandem in a tragic way. And Glinda actually ends up being the one who gets rid of the wizard and Morrible. And the gag is that Elphaba was not wicked. She had wickedness thrust upon her by the real wicked people. That was not Glinda. That was the wizard and Morrible. It's the system that was set up to make sure that women like Elphaba always fail. A system that makes sure that women like Elphaba will always be the ones labeled wicked, and men like the wizard will be labeled wonderful. It's not the other girl. I think it's very easy to take our feelings about, girls that Glinda reminds us of and project it onto this story. But not every story is about your personal feelings. I'm so sorry. There are bigger points to be made here. Like I said almost a year ago when all we had was part 1, being on the Glinda hate train is not the girly pop take you think it is. Again, the wicked one is the wizard. Let's remember that. The fucking wizard.